And welcome back to the highlights of the penultimate round of our Yugoslav Rally Championship. We have Maria on screen delivering it to you right now, quite literally, since she's the one doing all the editing as well. So it's been a very long, very daunting event. 2 days, 20 stages, so 10 each. If I remember correctly, it might have been 11-9, as Ian takes the hairpin very nicely, who also became the champion of this series, but we will only make it official after the last round. However, with his advantage, he can't be caught anymore, which also means that he is the first in our community who managed to win a series back-to-back in 2 seasons following each other. Maria took the hairpin. That's been a little clunky by the looks of it, and we're already on stage 2 as well, which been 11.1 kilometers. And the weather for most of this rally has been absolutely terrible. As you can see, on day 2 we had a few where there was no rain. However, this was going on for the majority of this event, as we have Ian on stage 2 driving pretty flawlessly. And as soon as I say this, he's spinning around before the hairpin. Let's see if he can turn around. Looks like he can. This is not a Formula 1 car, so you can just turn it in one place. And on stage 3 we have Jürgen. Very nice way of taking that corner. And he's been very happy with his current performance, as he finally managed to finish without any mishaps and ultimately became the winner of this rally. And well, that was lucky. I thought he's going to roll over, but he actually managed to stay on the 4 wheels and continue on to stage 4, which has been a gravel amidst of all those tarmac stages that our drivers had to go through. Thankfully, it's been a pretty short one with still terrible weather conditions, and I think most of our drivers were using tarmac tires, which made things even more difficult than this one, despite it being only a 2.5 kilometer long stage. As we're on board with Maria, so you can see what she saw or like didn't see. Still managed to cross the finish. There's a little bend on the bonnet, which got fixed after the service after stage 4, and she's back on stage 5 and unfortunately crashing on the guardrail. As we continue with Timmy on stage 6 with the Fiat. It's been a while, we didn't see him, but this time he actually pulled off another great drive, which ultimately got him 2nd place, if I remember correctly, but let me quickly check. Yeah, he finished on P2 overall. So he's been having a blast of a rally again. And that's a very spectacular way to finish this stage. And we still continue with him after the roll on stage 7. 9 kilometers, again tarmac. And as you can see, this looked a lot scarier than it actually was. He managed to get away without any serious mishaps from that slide. And on stage 8 we're back with Jura. And this time we had a much nicer weather than on the previous run of that stage, as we continue with him to stage 9, 9.6 kilometers, again on gravel, and thankfully with some nice weather. So finally we're back to good visibility conditions, which has been a rare treasure throughout, well, pretty much the past 2 or 3 rounds. And we have Timmy on stage 9. driving quite carefully. He was clearly aiming to finish and to finish in a good position, which he managed to pull off entirely. And just a little mishap. Don't ask me how he survived that. So the spectators got him out of that spot. But still, that was a nasty hit against the tree. Yet the car did keep going after that shunt. As we're back with Jürgen on stage 10. And then on stage 11, which has been another run of the stage that we showed earlier, but I'm pretty sure you can all see that. And here is a place where the finish can be dangerous. Yes, exactly, that's what I meant. That's an easy mistake to make on this stage. However, the car kept running, so he could continue on to stage 12 and hit another tree, but managed to come away without any serious damage, so it didn't stop the car. And this was the end of day 1. Jürgen in the lead, followed by Dimi and Jan, and the rest of the guys. And then Maria was starting the second day, stage 13, which has been a super special 3.4 kilometers, and the terrible weather is back again. Then we have Jürgen on the same stage. Very smooth way to take that hairpin. Absolutely beautiful. As we continue with Ian for stage 14. I think I saw a little bit of a bend in the bonnet right there. Might be mistaken. As we continue with Maria for stage 15. Bit of a mistake there, but thankfully no damage from that. Then we also have Dimi on stage 15. Another big moment against the tree. It looks like his new thing is going to be trying to get rid of the door, as we saw it on the highlights of EERC. But this time the door is still in place, so this experiment with some new aerodynamic solutions didn't really work out as planned. And then we're on board with Ian in the rain, still on stage 15. Driving the Manta very carefully. Yes, there was a bit of a bend in the bonnet, but looks like it hasn't been enough to stop him as he crosses the finish line. And then we're on with Jürgen for stage 16. This has been a very windy stage that's wide at the beginning and then narrows and then widens again, so it can be a pretty difficult one. But at least the rain was gone, and then it returned straight away for stage 17, as you can see from this footage of Dimi. It's a very smooth way to avoid that fall, and also an easy mistake to make to crash into it. Not today for him. He finished this stage as well. Actually, he's been one of the few finishers that could do the event without Super Rally. And it's very dark here on stage 15, and the rain is back again as we're on board with Maria. Yeah, so we only had 3 drivers finishing without Super Rally, which has been Jürgen, Dimi and Ian. So the 3 podium finishers, and everyone down below scored a couple. No, sorry, I mean Jan was the one who finished without Super Rally, not Ian. But still, that was the 3 podium finishers. And then it's stage 16 with Maria. In the much better visibility conditions, no rain, no night. Must have been going smoothly. And then we have Maria still on stage 20, which was the final super special for this rally. And then we have Timmy in the same stage, going through the puddles like crazy, very narrowly avoiding the wall as he came out of that corner, and then very narrowly taking the corner. Little bit difficult get away from the puddle. As we continue with Jürgen, who seems to have mastered these hairpins with the Audi, which is a really great sight. This is pretty much the only thing you can do with this car, as it doesn't really have a working handbrake. At least it doesn't work in a manner you would expect it to work. So he's became pretty good with the weight transfer, and it's really working out for him. And it looks good, really good. Don't think this was planned, maybe just a bit of a spectacle for the spectators. And here we have the final results. Jürgen first, Timmy second, and Jan finishing third. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you at the final round. Goodbye.